Now these are the 7 steps to MS in US. Okay. Now the first step is good academic achievements, grades or marks, transcripts, projects and papers. Okay, this is the most important step. Alright. The next step is a high GRE and TOEFL score. Alright, how high should the GRE score be? How high should the TOEFL score be? And then comes selection of university. How do I select a university? On what basis should I select a university? Then comes the letter of recommendation. Okay, how many letter of recommendation should I get? From where should I get my letter of recommendation? Things like that. Okay, and then statement of purpose. Then comes your the finance and visa. Okay, now guys, these are the 7 steps to your MS in US. Okay, 7 steps to MS in US. Alright, now are we clear with these 7 steps? Now I'll actually be explaining each and every step as we move forward. Are we clear with these 7 steps? Lalu is clear, Sankriti is clear, Ashwendra, Lekha, Soumya, Julia. Okay. Now good academic achievements. Now guys, the first thing which you should try to do is maintain a good percentage or a CGPA in your undergraduate program. Okay, in your UG. You select appropriate electives in the area that you wish to specialize in. Don't just select electives because your friends are going there or your boyfriend or girlfriend is joining. Alright, don't do that. You select appropriate electives in the area that you wish to specialize in. Okay, and then you work on good and relevant projects. Okay, if possible, you publish papers, you do internships. Alright, these are the basic things which you need to do to make sure your first step goes smoothly. Okay, now most of you told me that you're in your 3rd year, final year, correct? Who all, how many of you are in your final year? Completed college, yes, Soumya. Sanskriti is in her final year. Siddharth, Lalu, Maninder, Lekha, Ashwendra, Shiva. What about the others? How many of you are in your final year? Shriya is in her final year. Kanupriya, Vishal, Mrityunjay. Okay. Now, one thing is there, guys. All of you must agree with, might agree with that. Okay. Not everyone is lucky enough to get a very high college percentage all throughout the year. Correct. I was never lucky enough to get a consistently high college percentage. Now, unless we invent a time machine, we can't go back and write our first semester exams again. Correct. How many of you agree with me? We can't go back to write our first second semester exams and try to increase our college percentage. What is done is done. Correct. So tell me, what do we do if our college percentage is less or not up to the mark? What is the next option that we have? Damage is done, says Kanupriya. So tell me, guys, what do we do? Exactly, there comes your second step, a good GRE and a TOEFL score. Alright, so are we clear with this? Academic achievements, what are the things that are involved in this step? Okay, guys, gentle reminder, all of you can post your doubts in Facebook. Okay, I'll actually be answering all your doubts. Alright, I'll be answering all your doubts and you can find the answer in the GREedge website. Alright. Gunjan, you just have to type it as a comment. Alright, you just type it as a comment Okay, you type in all your doubts over there and I'll answer your doubts and I'll post it in the website. Okay, you can get all the answers over there. Okay, time for a little poll question. How many of you have started your GRE preparation? Siddharth, you can answer it over there itself. Let's see, now our first step is over. Now we are going to the second step. So how many of you have already started your preparation? Guys, I would like everyone to participate. I can see a few of you are opening Facebook. So you can come back to the webinar and okay, most of you have just started your GRE preparation. What about the others, guys? Upendra, Arun Kumar, you can participate in the poll question. Okay, Arun Kumar has just started. Alright, so around 60, 70 people have told that they have just started their preparation. I'm sorry, 41% have just started their preparation, 30% have not yet started. Well guys, this is the right time to start. Alright? So shall we go to the next step? Shall we go towards the next step? Okay. A high GRE score. Now, the main importance of high GRE score is it adds to credentials, alright, especially if your academics have not been up to the mark. Okay? It increases chances of getting admissions to higher ranked university. Alright guys, so you don't have to run around inventing a time machine. Okay, you just have to work hard for your GRE. Okay? Now, how many of you don't want to spend your daddy's money for your masters? How many of you don't want to spend your daddy's money for masters? Dheeraj does not want to spend. Charan, Ashwendra, Shiva, Siddharth, Ganapati, Maninder. Okay, well guys, GRE can help you with that. Alright, because it increases your chances for financial aid. Alright, it also indicates your keenness for higher studies and therefore helps in obtaining a visa. Okay, I'll explain that point as we move forward. We'll be covering all aspects of visa, so I'll explain it over there. Are we clear? Now we all know GRE is very important, correct? Now all of you are aware of the importance of GRE. But tell me, how do we score more? How do we achieve our target score? How many of you know how to achieve your target score or how to boost your score? How many of you know what to do? Lalu says work hard. Vishal does not know. Shiva Shankar does not know. Smart work. Jayaprakash is confused. Well, how many of you would like to know how GRE will help you to boost your GRE score? How GRE will help you with your most important step? Alright. Well guys, in GRE Edge, as soon as you enroll, you will be assigned 2 trainers. Okay. One trainer will be for verbal section and the other trainer will be for your quant section. Okay. So as soon as you join, you will be asked to take a diagnostic test. Alright. Now, how many of you are aware of a diagnostic test? How many of you are aware of diagnostic tests? What is a diagnostic test? Exactly. It'll give you an understanding of your strengths and weakness. Okay, basically, your trainers, verbal and quant trainer, will be able to know exactly where your strength and weakness lies. Okay, so that even you would be able to know which areas you need to study. Your trainers also will be able to know which areas they need to help you with. Okay? And after that, what they will do is they would give you an orientation call. Alright, they'll give you an orientation call so that they would be able to know everything about your GRE preparation, about your GRE program and your preparation. Okay, your trainers, they'll give you a call, they'll understand exactly how much time you can spend for your GRE preparation. Okay, and they'll also give you a diagnostic test. As I was earlier saying, with the help of the diagnostic test, they would form a systematic study plan. Okay, they would give you a personalized study plan focusing on your weaker areas. All right, now it's basically like this. How many of you, when was the last time you went to a doctor? When was the last time you visited a doctor? Last month, 2 months, long time ago, says Siddharth. Okay, so when you visit a doctor, what is the first thing the doctor does? Exactly, finds out the problem. And once he finds out the problem, what is the next thing that he does? Prescription, correct. Guys, just like a doctor giving you a prescription, your GREH trainers would give you a personalized study plan. Alright, they would give you a personalized study plan so that you will be able to know exactly what you need to study. Alright, the study plan would be based on your weaker areas, so that let's say it will be based on your current verbal and quant preparation. Alright, so you'll be able to know how much you need to cover in what time. Okay, now all your learning materials would be attached, all your study materials would be attached. All you have to do is just use a username, password, login, and preparation, and prepare. Okay, now tell me, guys, how many of you own a laptop or a tablet? Also, you can do one thing. You can just log into Facebook, okay, and comment on which device you are accessing this webinar from. All right. How many of you are using your laptops, your phones, your tablet computers, your desktops? Okay, so you can comment in the Facebook link. I'll just send the link again. Let me see how many of you are attending using your laptops or your desktops. I've not yet got any. Sanskriti laptop, Pramod desktop, Soumya is using her laptop, Siddharth is using his laptop. Okay, Mohammed is using his phone. Alright. Well, guys, you can use this for your GRE preparation also. You don't have to travel anywhere. You just log into GREH, you start your preparation over there, all your learning materials will be attached. Alright, so you can directly go with your GRE preparation. Alright. Now, all your study materials would be there. All you have to do is study. Now, once you finish your preparation, what is the next thing that you would require? As soon as you complete your preparation, as soon as you complete a lesson, what is the next thing that you would require? Lekha says tests. Correct, guys. As soon as you learn a concept, your trainers would give you tests. You would get a number of practice tests based on learning sessions. Okay, and you'll also be able to view live online seminars. Now, how many of you are enjoying the seminar? Okay, Lekha is enjoying. Soumya, Vishal. Well, guys, just like this, you will get a number of online seminars from your trainers itself. Alright, you'll get a number of online seminars from your trainers and also other GRE experts. Okay, now when you're studying, your trainers would also give you a personalized feedback on your GRE preparation. Okay, they would give you a personalized feedback on your GRE preparation. Alright, now they would give you a feedback with the help of the millisecond monitoring technology. Now what this technology does is it records each and every mouse click of yours in our website. Okay, it records each and every mouse click of yours. So your trainers would be able to understand exactly how much you're preparing, how much time you're taking to complete a session. Okay, what all doubts have you raised? How many questions have you answered? All these details they'll have, and what they'll do is they will give you a personalized feedback on your GRE preparation. Alright? They would give you a personalized feedback on your GRE preparation. Now tell me guys, if you prepare this way with 2 trainers and complete preparation, how many of you will be able to reach your target score? How many of you feel you can reach your target score? Siddharth, Julia, Soumya, Sai Praneeth, Upendra, Vishal. Let's see a few students. Let's see a few students who prepared with GRE Edge and excelled in their GRE. Let's see what they had to say. Preparing with GRE Edge with my 2 trainers has been a great experience. Initially, I was hesitant to join the academy, but then I read about it in many blogs and even in the 2011 Barron's edition and the many successful candidates it had produced, and I decided to enroll. I found the sessions to be exhaustive and they provide a great pool of questions for practice. In the end, I was able to practice a lot of GRE style mock adaptive tests, which made the GRE test feel less formidable and helped me achieve my desired score. Nitin got a total GRE score of 325. Now, Nitin Podawal, he studied from BITS, Pilani, and scored a total of 330 in his GRE. Let's see what he had to say. The GRE Edge experience was pretty cool. The trainers are always at hand. Any concern or query can be cleared with them. Besides, the great advantage is that it has all the material required at one place. The GRE's material can be used as a good base, and one can move on further practice depending on the time available. My learning experience is very positive. The fact that the study material is presented as a series of tests helped a lot in motivating me to study. Whenever I got low marks in a particular test, I would get motivated, study the next section more thoroughly, and give another test. The RC passages are the best component of GRE Edge module. Okay, that is what Nitin had to say. Alright, now guys, these are the toppers from GRE Edge. Apurva Deshpande got a total GRE score of 335 out of 340. Alright, and Vaibhav got a total score of 334. GRE Edge has more than 220 students who have scored 320 plus. Now, how many of you have heard about the GRE Edge Wall of Fame? How many of you have heard about GRE Edge Wall of Fame? How many of you would like to see the GRE Edge Wall of Fame? Alright, well guys, this is the GRE Edge Wall of Fame. Okay, there are more than 230 students who have achieved a 320 plus score. Alright, so tell me guys, how many of you would like to have your names over here? How many of you would like to have your names over here? Julia would like to have her name. Sai Praneeth. Alright, so now let's do a small Facebook activity. Okay, now you can log into Facebook. Alright, and tell me what is your target score. Tell me what is your target GRE score. Alright, you can just log into Facebook and just comment. I have sent you the link again. You can just log into Facebook and comment. Alright, let me see what your target score is. 320 says, alright. 310. 335. 325 says Siddharth. 320 plus says Vamsi. Arun says 320. Ankush says 325. Alright, Sankriti says to be realistic 325. Okay. Now guys, how many of you like data interpretation? How many of you enjoy data interpretation? DI is fun, says Sankriti. Soumya enjoys. Lekha enjoys. Alright. So now, all of you, can you see the graph? Do you see the graph? Alright. So tell me what you understand by this graph. What do you understand by this graph? Exactly. Ashwendra says improvement after online training. Correct. Now this is the score boost which we have been the score boost which students have achieved before and after GREedge. All right. Now the white curve which you see are students who have already wrote their GRE exam without the help of GREedge. All right. And the green curve which you see are students who retook the exam with the help of GREedge. And the most likely score boost was, guys, 9 points. 9 points in their total GRE score. So tell me guys, how many of you would like to boost your GRE score? Siddharth, Soumya, Shiva, Ashwendra, Vishal, Sanskriti, Ganapati. Alright. So guys, are we all clear on how to prepare for GRE, the importance of GRE and how to prepare for GRE? Are we all clear, guys? So shall we move forward? Shall we go towards the third step? I can see a few students in Facebook. Guys, you can log in back to the webinar. Okay. So are we clear, guys? Shall we go towards the next step? University selection. Now guys, first you need to select universities. Okay. First thing which you need to do is you need to check the university website. You need to see the courses that are offered by that particular university. Alright, you need to know which are the courses that are offered. Alright, the next thing is the rank of the university. Now university rankings, it plays a very important role. Alright, always aim for a top ranked university. Alright guys, now university rankings you can get it from a lot of sources, www.msinus.com. Alright, redbus2us.com. Lots of websites are there which can help you with the ranking, to identify the ranking. And then the faculty profile. You do a faculty profile. Tell me guys, which is the best website where you can get all the details about the faculty? Tell me which is the best website where you can get all the details about faculty. Wikipedia, says Siddharth. No, not really. LinkedIn, says Sai Praneeth. Exactly, the university homepage itself. Correct. You don't have to go anywhere. You just log into the university homepage. Okay. Just go to the university website and do a faculty profile. Alright. You try to identify, you try to find out who are the faculty, who all are teaching over there, what have they done so far, the projects which they've done. Alright. And then internship opportunities. You should also look out for internship opportunities. So before going to the college itself, you can find out this. As you said, I see most of you are already there in Facebook. So what you can do is you can go to the university alumni page or the university's official Facebook page, speak to a few students from there, alright, and find out the internship opportunities. How many of them are doing their internships currently? Okay, and then placement. Placement is basically job opportunities. Okay, you try to identify the job opportunities. Again, you can go to the Facebook university page, university's Facebook page, just log in, ask a few alumni, find out what they're doing, find out the placement statistics. Now, generally, university websites itself would give you the option to do that. Okay, university websites would give you the option to do that, but in case it is not there, in case they don't give the statistics, you can just speak to them, speak to the university officials or also the students. All right, and then the international student population. Now guys, this is also very important because you would actually be spending more than 2 years in a different place. Correct. Unless you're comfortable over there, then it wouldn't be a very good experience. Correct. So you try to each university, they would have their own international students club or international students association. So you try to find out if how many Indians are there, or find out if any of your friends have already gone there. All right. So you can be part of those associations. And then accommodation. All right. You need to be 100% sure about the accommodation. All right, you need to know where exactly you will be staying. Certain universities would also provide you accommodation, but generally what students do is they look out for accommodation outside the campus. All right, because inside the campus is generally a bit more expensive, so they look out for accommodation outside the campus. So this is also a very important point which should be considered. Okay, and the tuition fees. This is very important, guys. Will I be able to afford to do my masters in that particular university? Okay, now tuition fees can be found in the university website itself. Okay, in university website itself, there would be a breakup of the tuition fee. There would be a breakup, the study materials, fees for study materials, your laptop, accommodation, everything would be there. Everything would be included in the university website itself. Okay, and cost of living, again, this can be found out through Facebook. Just speak to a couple of students from that particular university, speak to them, ask them what they're doing, ask them how they are able to manage their finance. Because I remember a few students, they actually called in Facebook. I met a few students, they actually told me that they asked a few students from that university and they actually helped them. Okay, because you can speak to a few international students and find out the cost of living. Okay, and the climate. Now you'll ask, why is Abhishek speaking about climate? How is that important? Okay, guys, I personally am not a very big fan of cold climate. Okay, I am not a big fan of cold climate. So now if I end up in some university where it snows all around the year, I would definitely not enjoy the experience. Julia is my friend. Julia also does not like cold climate. All right, so guys, you also need to understand what kind of climate. Oh, Siddharth loves cold climate. Soumya also likes cold climate. What about the others? Exactly, Ashwendra, correct. So guys, are we all clear on how exactly to select a university? What are the factors that you need to consider before selecting a university? Okay, now I would like all of you to again go back to Facebook, all right, and let me know which is your dream university. All right, which is your dream university? I'll send you the Facebook link again. Let me see what are your dream universities. Siddharth, you can post it in Facebook itself. Stanford, Georgia Tech, Caltech, UCLA, Purdue, says Siddharth. Siddharth has a number of. Siddharth gave me around 7 or 8 dream universities. University of Toronto, says Soumya. Alright. Okay, so are we all clear with that step, guys? How to select university? So shall we move forward? Okay. Now letter of recommendation. Now how many of you know what a letter of recommendation is? How many of you are aware of a letter of recommendation? Soumya does not know. Siddharth knows. Guys, is it dinner time already? Vamshi Reddy, Sunil Kumar, Sushil, Sriyaji, Sindhu, Siddharth, Shiva, Satvik. Okay, where's the energy? Where's the excitement? Guys, for all of you, alright, for all of you who are attending today's online seminar, at the end of the seminar, I'll tell you how exactly you can get the video recording of this online seminar. Okay, so I would like you to be as very interactive and ask me a lot of doubts so that I'll be able to clear your doubts. Okay, you can type your doubts on Facebook and I'll clear your doubts. Okay, now how many of you know what a letter of recommendation is? Ashwendra does not know. Vishal does not know. Alright. Guys, a letter of recommendation is basically a letter written by your, let's say if you're in college, your professor, your HOD, okay, or your project guide, or if you're working from your manager, okay. Now universities, they would like to know your abilities such as intellectual ability, ability to communicate, self-reliance, independence of thought, your motivation to pursue masters, okay, and your professional interest. Now LOR should be obtained from someone who knows you well. Okay. Now someone who knows you well, he should be able to write about you properly. Okay. He should be able to write about your achievements, what all you have done. Alright. Alright. Now generally each universities, they would ask for 3 letter of recommendations. Okay. So minimum you need to be ready with 3 letter of recommendations, and maximum, I mean generally it goes up to 5. Alright. Okay guys, don't get it from a politician or someone big. Universities would definitely won't accept that. Okay. From a church or from a politician, don't get that. Okay. It should be from your college professor or from your office. If you're working, you can get it from there. Alright. Are we clear guys? Any doubts? Soumya is clear. Shiva, yes Shiva, 3 is mandatory. Okay. A minimum you would need to be ready with 3 letter of recommendations. Alright. Okay. So guys, shall we move forward? Are we clear? Okay. So now tell me, how many of you are enjoying the seminar? How many of your friends have attended the online seminar? How many of you have attended your, how many of you have invited your friends? Okay, Siddharth has invited 2 of his friends. May I know his name, Siddharth? Okay. Amrita and Siddhartha. Alright, good evening Amrita. Okay, so are we clear guys? Shall we move forward? Are we clear about an LOR? Okay. Now a statement of purpose. Guys, a statement of purpose is a very important document. Okay, it's an opportunity to speak about yourself basically. your motivation to pursue higher education. What have you done so far in the area of your interest? All right. Now, how this particular program will help you in achieving your goal. Okay. Now, if you have chosen the right electives and if you have chosen electives in the right areas, it helps you to build your case. Okay. Now, generally, it's a one-page document. Don't make it very big. Make it brief. A one-page document. Don't use flowery language, Shakespeare kind of language. Just make it simple and sincere. Okay. But guys, one golden rule is that please do not lie on your statement of purpose. All right, you should not lie in your statement of purpose. Okay, back it by facts. You don't have to write in a very flourishing, flowery language. Just make no errors in your SOP. Basically, yes, Soumya, it should be written by yourself. Ashwendra, yes, this letter should be written by yourself. All right, and don't make it very lengthy, guys, because university professors, they would get around 50 to 60 statement of purpose each day. Because if you make it very lengthy, then they would kind of feel that it is very boring and they wouldn't read it. So make it brief, small. One page should be more than enough. Generally, it's a one page document. Ashwendra is very happy. Well, ideally it's a page, Julia. Ideally, it's one page, but if you have a lot to write, then yes, maximum 2 pages, but normally it's a one-page document. You have to give it before admissions, Dheeraj. When you're planning to apply to a university, you would have to give that also. Sai Praneeth, very good Sai Praneeth. You need to get your, Sai Praneeth is asking if you can get anyone to evaluate before sending. Well, Sai Praneeth, yes, you can. GREedge can help you with that. Okay, GREedge has a service which helps all its students. Okay, once you enroll with the GREedge program, we'll help you with that. But as I said, it is very important. It's a very important point. You need to get your SOPs evaluated by an expert. So are we clear, guys? SOP, any doubts? Shall we move forward? Dheeraj has a doubt. This file will be our access indirectly to the university as our profiles request. Dheeraj, I did not understand your doubt. Can you please repeat that? So are we clear, guys? Are we clear of an SOP? So are we clear, guys, of an SOP? Alright. Now guys, I've sent you a link. I've sent you a link for the web page. So at the end of the seminar, alright, I will personally answer each and every doubt of yours. Okay, so you can view all your doubts over there. Alright, you can view all your doubts over there and also the recording for this online seminar. Okay, so you can bookmark this link now. Okay, and I'll be clearing all your doubts over there. All right. Okay. Now finance. Now I think all of you might be very interested. Correct. A lot of you asked me a lot of doubts regarding finance. Tell me, guys, how many of you are very much excited about this point? Finance. That's the main point, says Ashwendra. Soumya is excited. Okay, guys, you can pull up your chair, come closer to your computer, pull up your laptops. Okay. Now, what is an expense, guys? Tell me, what is an expense? What is an expense? Don't tell me the number. According to you, what do you mean by an expense? Satvik, Sanskrit, Sanidhya, Saili, Sai, Tanu. Guys, you come back. You can come back to the online seminar. I can see they're using Facebook. Vamshi Reddy is also in Facebook. Upendra, Sushil, Shravan. Okay, anything we spend, says Siddharth. Expense is anything we spend, from coaching class to tuition fee, says Vamshi. Dheeraj, 30 lakhs at least required for visa. Okay, travel, accommodation, cost of living. Correct. Guys, anything you spend is an expense. Okay, basically your tuition fee and cost of living. Now, if you get a good GRE score, you can get a tuition fee waiver of around 50 to 60%. Okay. Now, a lot of fellowships and scholarships are also given. Now, these are given to a few students who have very high GRE scores. So, guys, for all of you looking for scholarships, I would suggest you to aim for a very high GRE score. Okay. Now, assistantships are also given, teaching and research assistantships. Now, these are paid assistantships. You can assist your teacher, assist your professor in research or other jobs. And you can do internships. You can do paid internships. Unlike in India, internships in the United States are pretty well paid. And student loans are also available. All right. Now, for student loans, you need to keep your profile. Everything should be organized well. Okay. They'll check your college percentage, your GRE scores, your offer letter from the university, things like that. Okay. Now, how many of you are working professionals? How many of you are working? Ankush is working. Jay Prakash, Arun Kumar, Gunjan, Siddharth. Okay. Now, for all of you are working, you might have a lot of savings. Correct? All right, not much. I know. I totally understand. But okay. I mean, you can use the savings which you have. You can use whatever amount you have. Okay, whatever amount you have with you, you can use it. Okay. No, Ankush, I do understand. It's a very correct. Well, guys, don't worry, don't worry. Whatever you have saved, you can use it. Okay. Now, guys, let's do a quick poll. Okay. Now, all of you can go to our Facebook page. There's a poll. There's a poll in our Facebook page. Okay. Which, according to you, is the most challenging part in the GRE verbal? I just got this question from a trainer right now. That our trainer is sitting next to me, so she just wanted me to ask you, which according to you is the most challenging part in GRE verbal? Okay, guys, I would like you to participate in the poll question. Okay, it is there in our Facebook page. Do you want me to send the link again? Jayaprakash, you can participate in the poll question. The options are AWA, text completion, sentence equivalence, and reading comprehension. Julia, you can participate in the Facebook page. I've sent the link. I've sent you the link. Okay, 9 people have voted for AWA. Analytical writing assessment, Soumya. Dheeraj says AWA is hard. Satvik says AWA is hard. Siddharth, Shravan, Ankush, Rakesh, Ramya, Ayanita says AWA is hard. What about the others? Guys, I would like everyone to participate in this poll question because this will help me in answering your doubts also at the end of the seminar. I had sent you a link. Do you remember? Yes, so when I'm replying to your doubts, this information will help me. So I would like everyone to participate in this question. Okay, so have you all completed? Alright, now you can come back to the seminar. Okay, don't close the Facebook page. You can just minimize it and you can come back to the seminar. Now comes the last step. Guys, let's check how many of you are actually attentive. What was the last step, guys? What was the last step in the 7 steps? Correct. Don't look at your screens. I know I already showed it to you. Correct. Visa. Exactly. So generally, visa is just an authenticity for your purpose to travel in the US. Okay. Now, what are the main things that a visa officer looks for? The first thing is they'll check if your application is actually genuine. If the applicant is genuine, okay, they'll check why exactly you want to do your masters abroad. If it's a genuine application, if you really want to do your masters in that particular university, okay, and they'll check if you are eligible in terms of let's say if you have an offer letter from that particular university, or if you have ways to pay your loan. All right, things like that. They'll also check if you have sufficient funding, if you can support yourself in the United States. Okay, and they'll also see your future plan. What plan do you have? They'll check if you want to settle over there, or you want to start your own business, or if you want to contribute, things like that. Okay, so generally if your plan is to emigrate, then chances are very less. So guys, I would ask you to avoid saying that. Okay, now they'll also want to know if you will return to your native country. Well, Ashwendra does not want to come back to India. Well, Ashwendra, I think that's there for most of you, but just don't tell it to your visa officer. Okay, and they also want to know if you will return to the country. All right, now guys, a lot of you might have heard about visa rejections, correct? But let me tell you guys, you don't have to worry about that at all. I'll tell you why. Now, if you don't have proper guidance for your GRE, tell me what will happen to your GRE score. It'll go down. So if you have a very low GRE score, what kind of university will you get into? Bad university, says Vishal. If you get into a bad university, what kind of a job will you get into? Correct, you won't be able to support yourself. So guys, in situations like these, there can be a problem with visa. So that is why I was telling you to work hard for your GRE. Alright guys? Are we clear? Are we clear about these 7 steps? Alright, now tell me guys, what is your biggest concern regarding your higher education in the US? Tell me, now you know all the 7 steps, correct? Tell me, what is your biggest concern now in all these 7 steps? Vishal says GRE score. Arun Kumar says GRE score. What about the others? Guys, I would like all of you to, which is the most important step? Ashwendra says all the 4 steps. But Ashwendra, which is the most important step out of these 7 steps? Now, for all of you who are concerned about your past academic performance, I told you, unless you invent a time machine, you can't go back and work on that. So you need to work on the next step. That is the logical choice. Correct. Guys, I would like everyone to participate. Alright, so 57% of you guys want help with your GRE score. Okay. Now, how many of you would like GRE Edge to help you with your GRE preparation? How many of you would like GRE Edge to help you with your most important step out of these 7 steps? Or how many of you would like to receive a call from an expert before choosing your program, your GRE Edge program? Alright. Now guys, tell me one thing. Now you can ask me a doubt. How many of you would like to ask me a doubt directly? Would like to speak to me? Do you have your microphones ready? Would you like to ask me a doubt directly? Ashwendra would like to ask me a doubt. Soumya would like to ask. Ashwendra, do you have your headphones with you? Alright, Ashwendra, you can ask me a doubt. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ashwendra, how are you?
Sir, I would like to know that the student loan covers tuition fee only or the whole expenses during the study during the MS?
Well, basically it covers your tuition fee, Ashwendra. Okay, but let's say if your accommodation can be accountable, then they would give you for that also.
Yeah, okay. And there is one more doubt. If
Yes?
someone gets marks less than 310, I'm not saying that I'll get less than 310, but if
Okay.
someone gets, I think this is the minimum marks percentage someone gets.
Okay, I'll tell you one thing, Ashwendra.
Yeah,
There is no minimum or a maximum score in GRE.
okay.
Alright. So, but I would tell you that any score above 310 is considered as a good score.
Okay, so
Okay.
I have heard about a word percentile. What is the difference between percentage and percentile?
Uh, s- this is not about percentage, Ashwendra. Your GRE score totally is out of 340. Alright.
Okay,
Now, when you're applying to university also, you don't apply with your percentage. You apply with your CGPA. Okay.
CGPA stands
Yes.
for?
If you would like your CGPA, what you can do is you can get your CGPA from your university. You just have to. Which college are you studying for, Shvendra?
So I'm from Punjab Technical University. It's Indo Global Colleges in Chandigarh.
All right. Okay. So basically, what you can do is you can request your CGPA from the university.
I'm sorry, I don't get CGPA. What does this stand for?
CGPA is basically cumulative grade point average. Okay.
Okay,
Now, the CGPA, you can get it from your college. Now, percentile is actually the number of people out of 100 who score lesser than you in GRE. Okay,
oh,
that is what
okay,
percentile is. But when you're applying when you're applying, what you have to do is,
okay,
first what you need to do is you go to a university, okay, ask them to
okay.
convert it to CGPA. They would do it for you.
Okay, so the my whole marks or mark
Yes,
sheets will be converted into CGPA.
correct. Exactly, Ashwindra.
Okay,
All
okay.
right. Okay. Thanks a lot,
Yeah,
Ashwindra.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, Jay Prakash would like to ask me a doubt. Alright, Jaiprakash? Yes, you can ask me a doubt, Jaiprakash. Can you hear me? Jaiprakash, can you hear me? I think I have lost Jaiprakash. Oh, alright, so anyone else would like to ask me any question? Alright, Amrita, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you, Amrita. Yeah, you can ask me a question.
Yeah, I would just like to know what is the minimum time required for GRE preparation
Alright, well,
to get
mm-hmm.
around say 330?
313 or 330?
330.
330, alright. Well, Amrita, which admissions are you planning to apply for?
I would like to go for fall 2014,
Okay,
and I
so
have actually booked my GRE date. It is on 22nd of August.
22nd
Which
of
I would like to
August.
know, is the time sufficient? I'm having holidays
Okay,
for about a month now. So is
alright.
it good enough?
Okay, Amrita, have you taken a GRE mock test or something to know where exactly you stand currently?
Yeah, actually I took it long ago,
Okay,
very long ago, say about 6 months ago, which
okay,
is I got 301 or 2.
alright.
Well, I got less in quant. I
Okay,
mean I got less in bubble
okay.
and a little better in quant.
Alright. Well, Amrita, the thing is you wrote it 6 months back, correct? So the first thing which
Yeah,
I would suggest you to do is you take a diagnostic test again. Alright, to know
yeah.
exactly where you stand, and then keep a realistic target, because 330 is a very good score. I do appreciate your target, but how many hours will you be able to prepare?
I since I'm on holidays for about 1 month,
Okay,
probably 8 hours would do.
8 hours. That's very good. That's very good, Amrita. Well, if you can prepare for 8 hours, then and you can completely dedicate yourself for your GRE preparation, then we can definitely help you, Amrita. We have a
Okay,
fast
thank you.
track program which can help you, but before that I
Yeah,
would like you to take a diagnostic test on GREH first, because I don't want to give you first you should know where you stand currently.
yeah, true.
Would you like to speak to a GRE expert, Amrita?
Yeah, I did vote for that. There was a selection option here. I just gave it option.
All right.
Yeah,
Well, don't worry, Amrita. At the end of the seminar, I'll ask the expert to give you a call. All right. I'll just tell the expert to give you a diagnostic test so that you know exactly where you stand.
right.
Okay,
Thank
because
you.
GRE's diagnostic test is actually one of the most accurate GRE tests online that is available. So you can just take a diagnostic test so that you will know where you stand and you will know where your weakness is. So you say, so let's say if you need more help in quant, then you can concentrate more in quant so that you can make use of this 1 month to the maximum.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Amrita. All the best for your preparation.
Thank you.
Sure. So that was Amrita's doubt, guys. Any more doubts? Sanidhya would like to ask me a doubt. Sanidhya, do you have your microphone? Sanidhya, can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am
Yeah,
I
good evening.
pronouncing your name correctly?
Yeah, yeah, it's pronounced as Sanidhya.
Sanidhya. All right, Sanidhya. So how are
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. See, actually, I have booked my GRE date. It's exactly a month from today,
Okay.
and I've been preparing for say 40 to 45 days.
Okay.
And I was actually going through your website, and I
Okay.
was confused between a couple of programs. I actually wanted to know more about that 1 month program. I don't know,
The
fast
fast
track
track
GRE.
GRE program.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. Tell me.
So I wanted to know what does the program exactly include? I want to write as many tests as possible, and I want to improve more on my RCs.
All right. Well, as I said, Sanidhya, GREH programs are completely personalized. All right. So there is no fixed program for you as such. The 1 month program, basically your study plan would be based on your diagnostic test. All right.
All right.
So if you're going for the 1 month
Yeah.
program, you write your diagnostic test, and if your trainers feel that you require more help in RC, your study plan would be modified based on that. Okay.
All right.
Since I feel
All right.
you've already done a bit of preparation, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I have.
Yes. So I think you would need a lot of practice tests and a lot of practice sessions.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Precisely.
Correct. So your
Uh,
GREH trainers would help you with that also. All right.
all
Now,
right.
how
All right.
many hours can you spend, Sanidhya, per day? How many hours will you be
See,
able to spend?
since I'm a working professional, so during the weekdays, not more than 2 to 3 hours, if that's a good day, and probably in the
Okay.
weekends, I can dedicate the entire day, say 7 to 8 hours, probably.
7 to 8 hours on weekends. That's really good, Sanidhya. So you get about do you work on Saturdays?
Usually no, but if it's required, I won't have any option but to work. But generally, I have a 5 day working weekend,
All right.
working
So
week.
what I would suggest you to do is see what time do you come back from your office also?
I come back around 8:30.
8:30 in the night. All right. So what you can do is you can take your sessions. You can come back from office and take your sessions. Okay. Now the best
Yeah.
part of the Fast Track GRE program is that after every session you will get a test. Okay.
All
You
right.
get a
So
practice test.
session include. Sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah, yeah, sure.
does the session include? Does the session by the session you mean a particular portion of quant or quant in total?
No,
As
a
in,
particular
suppose say
portion in quant.
averages. Yeah.
A particular
Yeah.
portion.
Probably averages or any say equation. So probably just after that
Yes,
practice
correct. Let's
session.
say if it's a DI session, after the DI session, you would
All
get a
right.
practice test. And not only that, since your exam is close by, you will get 10 GRE style tests and also full length computer adaptive tests. So it's basically like your GRE exam
Computer.
before your actual GRE exam.
All right. Computer adaptive tests would be test against time, right?
Yes, correct.
All right.
So
That's what I
I'll do one
wanted to
thing.
know
I'll do
more
one
about.
thing. I know you're a bit confused with your program selection. So what I'll do is I'll ask
Yeah.
an expert to give you a call, Sanidhya. Okay, he's a program
Yeah.
expert. So I'll ask him to give you all the
All
details
right.
about the Fast Track GRE program,
Yeah.
and he will
Yeah.
help you with that. Is that fine?
All right. Yeah. Perfectly fine. And I also registered for that 5 day trial period
Okay.
on your website,
All
and
right.
I think it's expiring tomorrow.
Okay. All
And
right. See,
yeah.
but the
So
5 day
I
the
believe.
trial period is
Yeah.
basically for students who are just starting, just starting their preparation on a small, on a lower pace. Okay, now as in
Okay.
what I feel is now you would require a lot of practice and a lot of
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So I would suggest you to speak to the expert, and he can give you
Yeah.
details about the program.
All right. All right.
All right,
Yeah.
Sanidhya. All the best for your
That will
GRE
be perfect.
preparation.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Good talking to you.
Sure, nice speaking to you also. Gunjan, would you like to ask me a doubt? All right, let's take the last doubt for the day. Gunjan, can you hear me? Gunjan, can you hear me? You can ask me a doubt, Gunjan. I've given you the audio control. Yeah, yes, I can. I think there's some problem with the audio control. Gunjan, you can speak. You can directly speak to me. Alright, I think there's some problem with the audio control. Alright, so I have time for one more doubt, guys. I have time for one more doubt. Who wants to ask me a doubt? Okay, let me pick one person. Alright, so Soumya would like to ask me a doubt. Soumya, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
Alright, Soumya,
Hello.
you can ask me a doubt.
Okay, the University of Toronto says that they want a GRE score of the related subject instead of they want the GRE general score as well as the GRE score of the related subject. Then what is it?
Sorry, can you repeat that? I think I lost the audio for a second.
Okay, University of Toronto wants a GRE score of the related subject.
Okay.
So I want to pursue the MS in applied computing.
Okay.
So what type of GRE I have to give for this?
Okay.
For the related subject.
Is it which course are you planning to apply for?
MS in applied computing.
Okay. Well, in order to do that, you would have to write your subject GRE, Soumya. Okay, there are two types,
Yeah.
general GRE and subject GRE. So you would have to write the subject GRE.
So how to do it?
Well, subject GRE, what I'll do is I'll ask an expert to give you a call, Soumya. Alright, because it's there's actually a lot of things to talk about. So I'll ask a counselor to give you a call and he can explain it to you. Would that be fine?
Okay.
Okay, because you need to prepare separately for subject GRE.
Yeah, that's
Alright? Okay, Soumya.
okay.
Alright, guys, it's actually time to end this online seminar, but I'll give one person one chance. He's been trying to ask me a question for a long time. Siddharth, are you ready with your question? This is the last question for the day.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Siddharth, you can ask me.
Thank you very much, because I had this doubt for a long time and I didn't find any person who could answer me this.
Alright, tell me, Siddharth.
I'm sorry, I guess I pestered you a lot with this.
That's okay, that's okay.
Okay, what's a good score? What's a good GRE score for aeronautical engineering and MS?
Okay. Now, Siddharth, which university are you planning to apply to? Do you have any dream university?
Well, yeah, my dream university is Georgia Tech or UCLA.
Okay. And are you looking for funding? Are you looking for a scholarship or something?
Well, if I can, it's good.
Alright, see, if you're looking for a scholarship, Siddharth, I would suggest you to aim for a score of around 320, 325. At least.
Okay.
Okay,
But
a
then
minimum.
my CGPA as of now it's around 7.9, so I don't know if it's good enough GPA.
Well, that won't be a problem. See, as I said, CGPA, what is done, correct? Now, there's no point worrying about your college percentage. So, what you can do is you can just go to Georgia Tech's website, alright? Just check the CGPA, okay, the minimum eligibility. Okay, you just check the minimum eligibility, and I think it should be fine. The CGPA should be fine, but since the CGPA is not extraordinary, I would suggest you to work a bit more hard for your GRE. Have you started your preparation, Siddharth?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of my preparation.
Alright, so I would suggest you to, aim for a good GRE score. What's your target score, by the way?
Well, I'm keeping my target as 330 in the practice session so that I can score somewhere around 320 in the
330. Well, I would suggest you, yes, 330, 325, 330 is a good score, Siddharth. Okay, but as I said, I would like to add that it's not only your CGPA and your college percentage and your GRE score. Okay, it's also the paper presentations which you've done, the projects which you've done, the internships which you've done. Okay, so that also matters. Your letter of recommendation, SOP. So that's why I was telling you, don't worry about your CGPA. Okay, it's not a very bad CGPA. What you can do is you can just build your profile, get a number of good letter of recommendations, write a good SOP, get it evaluated, and I can assure you, you'll definitely get a positive reply from the university.
Okay, I have another question.
Yes, ask me, Siddharth.
Is GRE score considered like if we give 2 or more GRE tests, will they consider? Can we get the best one, or will they consider the cumulative grading of that?
Well, earlier in the old pattern, there was a confusion. A lot of students had this doubt: do we have to? Can we select the score? Things like that. But now, Siddharth, we have a score select option. Okay, so if you can select
the best one I want.
Yes, exactly. Have you given your GRE before?
And no, I haven't.
Alright. You don't worry about that, Siddharth. I wouldn't suggest you to write it again. Don't worry. Just prepare well and start your preparation. If you want, I can ask my counselor to give you a call and they can help you with your preparation. Would that be okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, Siddharth.
And I have one last question.
Yes, you can ask me.
See, well, usually when I saw in the websites of the universities, they have given a GPA eligibility in terms of out of 5.
Okay.
But in our system, it's out of 10 in my college. So
Alright.
Converted it. It's not exactly into 2 conversions. So
no, Siddharth, a lot of students ask me this question. I remember in the beginning of the online seminar also one student asked me that question. Okay, but you don't worry, because generally what students do is they generally go directly to the university and ask them to convert it to 5 point. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. They won't. You don't have to worry about converting it. All right. What you can do is you just request your university. Which university are you studying in?
Yeah. I'm studying in PS Institute of Technology, Bangalore.
PSG?
PES.
PES. All right.
For people. Yeah.
Okay. So what you don't worry. What you can do is you just ask your university to convert the scores for you. They'll ask why do you want it to be converted. So you can just tell them to do your masters. They would be happy to do it for you.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
All right. All the best, Siddharth, for your GRE. All right, guys. So how was today's online seminar? Shivam says great, very helpful, says Soumya. How was today's online seminar, guys? Okay, how many of you would like a video recording of this online seminar? Okay, alright. Alright guys, so for any doubts or for any queries, all you have to do is just give us a call to 98844-53276. Alright, now in case you have any doubts, all you have to do is just type into info@greedge.com and I'll personally reply to your mails. Alright, now guys, for all of you who would like to get your answers or who would like to see the questions which other participants have asked, would you like to see it? All the questions which students have asked. Alright, well, all you have to do is just bookmark the link which I had sent you. Alright, just bookmark this link. Okay. Alright, and by tomorrow I'll reply to each and every doubt personally. Okay, I'll reply to all of your doubts. Alright guys. So once again, I wish you all the best for your GRE preparation. All of you have a good night and see you soon with GRE Edge. Good night guys.